अभी
बाद
आज
में बात
आज
करते हैं, अभी
रजा
लाइव
दे
हो रहा
दिया,
है।
आ गया घर।
ओके,
हाँ
खत्म करके फिर बात।
हाँ, आ गया घर
ओम।
पे, आज रजा दे दी थी। अच्छा है अभी।
ठीक। ओम नमो नारायण everybody. Today we will do the names of 5 Jyotirlingas. Yesterday was the fourth Shravan Somvar observed in the southern part of the country and the western part of the country. The next Monday will be our last Monday of the Shravan Masa chanting. So I hope all of you will find some time to chant the name of Shiva, to go to some temple, do a small abhishek, something like that. Today, the first name we are going to chant is Om Nageshwaraya Namaha. Nageshwar Jyotirling is in Gujarat, not far from Somnath. So if somebody is going to Gujarat, or if you're visiting some place, and it's not very crowded other than Mondays and Shravan month. So any other time you go, you can definitely visit this place and seek the grace and blessings of Shiva. Om Nageshwaraya Namaha. 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 Floyd, will you please go first?
ॐ नागेश्वराय नमः। 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 ॐ नागेश्वराय नमः।
Thank you, Floyd. Now the second name that we are going to chant is Om Somanathaya Namaha. Considered to be the first Jyotirling. This is the place where when Chandra Devata, the planet Moon, the lord of the planet Moon, was cursed by Daksha Prajapati, he started to diminish in his physical stature, and he would completely be vanished. That was a curse that Prajapati had given him. So on seeking the blessings, the grace, and the generosity of Shiva in overcoming this situation, because it is not right to undo a curse, what Shiva did is, Shiva revived Chandrama from his annihilation, from his complete disappearance, to emerge again. So that is why we see the waxing moon and the waning moon, the phase, the 14 days of waxing, and then the 14 days of waning after the full moon. Then there is Amavasya, which we call no moon. I don't know, in English, many people call it new. I don't know if there is a no moon or is it just the new moon? So after the Amavasya, again, he waxes and then he bathes. Thanks, Floyd. So it is there, this cycle started. So here, no matter how down you are, no matter how bad you've been beaten down by life, by opponents, by challenges, by circumstances or situation, you can always seek to revive. You can always seek to emerge back to full life, to full strength. Om Somanathaya Namaha. 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 Alex, will you please chant Somanathaya Namaha for 2 minutes?
Yes. Om Somanathaya Namaha. 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 Om Somanathaya Namaha.
Thank you, Alex. Now the third name that we are going to chant is Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. The Vaidyanatha Jyotirlingam is located in the city of Devgarh, along with the Shakti Peeth that is present there. It is believed that the heart of Mata Sati is there, and the Shakti Peeth is also in the same location as the Jyotirlingam. This is one. But there is also another location called as Naimin Sharandye, where it is also believed that Devi Lalita, that is the heart of Sati Devi, is present there. Either ways, both are Shakti Peeths, and of course the Jyotirling is there. Here, the Jyotirling is called as Ravaneshwara Jyotirling. Ravaneshwar Jyotirlingam. The reason to that is it is Ravana who asked Shiva to come with him and be, so that he can be in Lanka forever. Here, what happens is Shiva said there is no difference between me in person or this Shivalingam, this Jyotirlingam itself. So Ravana took the Jyotirling and will narrate the story of how Ganapati established that Jyotirlingam there without Ravana being able to take it to Lanka. Now, this form of Shiva is known to be Vaidyanatha. He is the head, he is the boss, he is the chieftain of all the Vaidyas, the doctors, the healers, those who are into the healing arts, into the field of energy healing, mantra chanting for health, well-being, and all. And also doctors, Vaidya means Vaidya actually means doctor, na? In the native language. So he's the one. We'll
Davidji,
chant. Oh, yeah,
just one thing I wanted to ask. This is it V or B? Some people write it as B, Baidyanath.
Vednath. Yeah. Now what happens, Floyd, in the eastern part of the country and certain parts of the northern part of the country, because of that native language or something, their V is substituted with B. Like Vishnu is called Vishnu. Vinayaka is called Vinayaka. So this happens in Odisha. This has happened in Odisha and West
Bihar.
Bengal, Bengal region. And now, and Devgad is hardly like a night's distance by a car, by road, and not to Calcutta. It is
So
much
this is
closer.
called Baidyanath also?
It is called
Or that?
Baidyanath. Baidyanath.
Acha.
Baidyanath. Uh,
But it is
B-A-
called Baidyanath also, Baij.
no, Baidyanath,
That
there is,
is
I
the
think, in one Shivlingam in Uttarakhand. But this for sure, it is pronounced as Baidyanath. We, other parts of India, we call Vaidyanath because Vaidya means doctor.
no. There is
And
one
so they call,
Baidyanath in Jharkhand, which is very famous.
so maybe this is Jharkhand, right?
Yeah.
This is Jharkhand.
Baidyanath, because I met a boy who was a musician. He was the son of the head priest
Okay.
over there.
So
So
maybe
I don't
then
know
this
if
is
it is the
also called
same or
Baidyanath.
I'll check afterwards whether it's the same.
But
All the
Vaidyanath,
politicians and all they go there.
yes, yeah. Vaidyanath, maybe it's also Baidyanath. I don't know the third part, but B and V, it's all there.
Okay. And last
Yep.
thing is there is one Vaidyanath in this Vaitishwaran
Uh,
coil. Is the same or different?
no. That is the Jyotirlingam. No. The one that is in Jharkhand, Devgad, is the Jyotirlingam.
Acha.
Yeah. So now we'll chant Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. 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 Now, one of you, please chant Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Hanumant, karoge?
Yes, sir.
Please do it for 2 minutes. Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha.
Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Om Vaidyanathaya Namaha. Om वैद्यनाथाय नमः। ॐ 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 वैद्यनाथाय नमः।
Thank you, Hanumant. Now, Hanumant is a doctor, and he's a very good one at that. Now, when Ravana had the desire to take Shiva to be with him forever, not to be very proximate, very close with him, and Ravana didn't want to quit Lanka and go there and be with the Lord. So what he did is he wanted Shiva to come and be with him. Sometimes we can get very arrogant. Sometimes we can get too full of privilege. Now we feel we are entitled to certain things. Ravana had the proclamation from Shiva himself that you will be known as my biggest bhakta. Now, that is amazing. So what happened is Ravana started chopping off his heads. He had 10 heads. So he chopped off 9 of his heads. So when he chopped off 9 of its heads, it is before he chopped the last one that Shiva came before him in person and asked what it is that you want. And Shiva restored his 10 heads. Ravana is called also Dashakanta. The original name of Ravana is Dashakanta. When he was born, he was named as Dashakanta because he had 10 heads, means 10 necks. Dashabhuja, 10 shoulders. He was a mighty man. Dashakanta. So, and that is where Shiva offered him his Shivling as his substitute of his personal self. And Vinayaka, in all his wisdom, made sure that the Shivling was established in Devgad. He couldn't take that Shivling to this one. So here, because the heads were restored, he's considered as Vaidya. It is his name as Vaidyanatha. That is the reason his name is Vaidyanatha. Now, the next name that we are going to chant is Trimbakeshwara. Now, it is in Trimbakeshwaram, this is that Shivalingam that is hollow. Now, there is no Shivaling as in any other place. It is a hollow space in the center of the Argala. And in that, there are 3 small mounts where the 3 fingers are placed. So it is one is Brahma, one is Vishnu, and one is Shiva himself. So it is this Parabrahma Swarupam of Shiva that is present in Trimbakeshwar. If I get a chance tomorrow, but photos are not allowed in any of the temples, so it will not be possible to take a photo or something there, but I will definitely pray for all of us. So now the name we are going to chant is Om Trayambakeshwaraya Namaha. Trayambakeshwar means the Lord with 3 eyes. The 2 eyes and the Agni Netram. Om Trayambakaya Namaha. Om Trayambakaya Namaha. Om Trayambakaya Namaha. Om Trayambakaya Namaha. Om Trayambakeshwaraya Namaha. Om Trayambakeshwaraya Namaha. Om Triambakeshwaraya Namaha. Om Triambakeshwaraya Namaha. So there are these 3 ways of calling upon Lord Triambakeshwara. So one of you please chant the name for 2 minutes. Who will do it now? Rashri,
Yes, sir.
please go ahead. 2 minutes. Om, whichever form of the name.
ॐ त्र्यम्बकेश्वराय नमः। ॐ त्र्यम्बकाय 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 नमः। ॐ त्र्यम्बकेश्वराय नमः।
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Rashri. It's Om. It's no practice. So once you start practicing, it will get easy.
Okay.
Now, the next name that we are going to chant is that of Mahakal. Probably it is the most famous Jyotirlingam. And how did Mahakal emerge and come there? It's a Swayambhu Shivalingam. In the city of Avantikapuram, that is Ujjain, today's Ujjain, when the Shiva Bhaktas, the people who are dharmika in nature, in their practices, in their livelihood, in their living, they were doing yajna. And we spoke before a couple of days that yajna nashanam is one of a papam that is equal to the Mahapatakam. So they were doing this. So there was a time when these brothers were doing this yajna and they were tortured. They were repeatedly tortured by these Rakshasas, Daityas. It is then that they together called upon Shiva by calling out Hara Om Hara, Hara Om Hara, Hara Om Hara. Just imagine the strength of that yell, of that scream, of that plead in that name. Hara Om Hara, Hara Om Hara. You can't imagine how it would have been. Lord Shiva manifested himself there and he removed all the people, all the Rakshasas from their existence in that city. And that is how Lord Mahakal has manifested there. And he was permanently there. He is permanently there on their request in the form of the Jyotirlingam, in the Linga Swarupam. Now, he is also known as Ujjain Karaja. There can be only one king for a kingdom. So he's the one. So even now, rulers of nations don't go and stay there overnight. Om Mahakalaya Namaha. 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 Uma, is it Uma or Swaroop?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Please go ahead, Uma. 2 minutes. Mahakal.
Om Mahakalaya Namaha. 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 Om Namo Narayan, David.
Om Namo Narayan. Uma, thank you. Now, just beside Mahakal, there is another Jyotirling also called as Mamaleshwar. Some people call the same Jyotirling as Omkareshwar. It's the same, the two names. So both are right. Now we will chant Om Omkaraya Namaha. It is also right to chant Om Omkareshwaraya Namaha. Om Omkaraya 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 Namaha. Chanting of Om in itself is connecting with the Panchatattva Swarupam of Shiva, because it is said that it is a sound that is ever present. Om. Namo Narayana Shah. Will you be chanting for? Will you be okay chanting for 2 minutes?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
I don't know if I will be right. This is my first time. So, yeah.
Om Omkaraya Namaha.
Om Omkaraya Namaha. Om Omkaraya Namaha. Yes? Okay. Om Omkaraya Namaha. 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 Om ओंकाराय नमः। ॐ 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 ओंकाराय नमः। ॐ
Thank
ओंकाराय नमः.
Thank you, Asha.
Thank you, David.
Now, the next Jyotirlingam name that we are going to chant is Om Kedareshwaraya Namaha. Another way to chant this, Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. 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 Ratnam?
Yeah.
Please go ahead, Ratnam. 2 minutes. Kedaranathaya Namaha.
Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. Om Kedaranathaya Namaha. Om Kedaranathaya Namaha.
Thank you, Ratnam. Now, the next name is Om Rameshwaraya Namaha. The Ishvara of Prabhu Sri Ram, whom he evoked, whom he sought the blessings of before he went on the war with Ravana. Like Mahabharata, which is a Dharma Yuddha, this is also a Dharma Yuddha. And Shiva blessed him with victory. And Shiva blessed even Ravana to get back to his true form, which he is actually a Devata before he was a Rakshasa because of a curse. So Ravana was a great Bhakta of Shiva, and so was Rama. And Ravana was blessed with death at the hands of Narayana himself in the form of Rama. So we'll chant Om Rameshwaraya Namaha. 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 Shamika,
Yes, sir.
2 minutes. Rameshwaraya
Yes,
Namaha.
sure. ॐ रामेश्वराय नमः। 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 Thank you, sir. Om Namo Narayan.
Thank you, Baba. Shamika. Now, the next name that we are going to chant is Om Krishneshwaraya Namaha. Om Krishneshwaraya Namaha. A very, very easily blessed Lord who blesses very easily, who is very, very generous. Om Krishneshwaraya Namaha. Om Krishneshwaraya Namaha. Om Krishneshwaraya Namaha. Om Krishneshwaraya Namaha. Hitendra,
हाँ
2 मिनट के लिए.
ओम कृष्णेश्वराय नमः।
ओम
ओम कृष्णेश्वरा नमः। ओम कृष्णेश्वराय 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 नमः। ओम Krishneshwaraya Namaha. Om 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 Krishneshwaraya Namaha.
Thank you, Hitendra.
Om Namo Narayan
Now,
Maharaj.
Om Narayan Baba. Now, the next time we are going to chant is Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. 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 Shinjini.
Yes, I'll
For
chant.
2
Could you
minutes.
just do it once, please? Yes.
Yeah. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha.
Okay.
Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha.
Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha. Om Bhima Shankaraya Namaha.
Thank you, Shinjini. Now, the 11th name that we are going to chant today of the 11th Jyotirlingam is Om Mallikarjunaya Namaha. Om Mallikarjunaya Namaha. Now, Lord Mallikarjuna is in the city of Sri Shailam. And when Shiva had to appoint one person as the head of the Ganas, of all the Ganas, of the Ganas and the Pramada Ganas, he told both his sons, Kartikeya and Ganapati, to take a what you call Girivalam, to take the pradakshina of the whole earth, of the whole Bhulokam, 3 times. And whoever would finish it first would become the Gananayaka. So Lord Kartikeya, he went on his peacock, but everywhere he found that Ganesha was just a little ahead of him. When he came back after his 3 pradakshanas of the Bhulokam, visiting most of the important temples, it so happens that Ganesha is already there. And Ganesha has taken the pradakshina of his parents, who are Parameshwara and Mahashakti, Adi Shakti, Parashakti, Parameshwari. Now, because of this, he was given the position of Gananayaka, Ganapati, Ganadyaksha. Kartikeya was little disappointed. He was very upset with his parents. So he said, I'm leaving, now I'm going away. And he moved from there to the center of India, to the central, the Vindhyachal Parvat. Lord Shiva and Parvati came after him. So he further moved to Srisailam, the hills of Srisailam in the Nalamalla forest. Again, they came there, and then he moved further and he went down south, where he is called Murugan. Murugan means, actually it's a term that means Bhagwan, God. Muruga means God itself. So in Dakshina, he's got the position of Parameshwara himself, what we call as the Dravida area, Dravida Desham. If there is a problem between parents and children, this is one Jyotirlingam that you should go and do the Dula Darshanam. If you do the Dula Darshanam, it is believed that a good relationship will be established between the children and the parents. So it is also a remedy that many astrologers use, and it is very, very effective.
Davidji, what kind of problems? What kind of problems? Any problem?
Floyd, if there is a misunderstanding between parents and children, sometimes children get very upset with parents for their actions, for their words, for their attitude, for any reason. And they tend to move away. They tend to distance themselves. Now, what happens is the problem arises when you grow to a state where you are going to cut off your relationship with your parents, or it becomes very uncomfortable, very unhealthy. So to restore a beautiful relationship back, if it was there, if it wasn't there ever, you can still expect a good relationship, a healthy relationship, a relationship of good love and understanding between the parents and children. So there is a method called as Dula Darshanam. It is allowed even now. During Corona, it was not permitted. So if you're traveling from outside Srisailam, wherever you're coming from, you go directly to the temple. You don't have a bath or anything. You go directly to a temple, to the Srisailam Mallikarjuna temple. And if you go before evening or during that hours of Dula Darshanam, they allow you to actually touch the Shivalingam, put your head to the Shivalingam, and set things right for yourself and your children. It is mostly done by parents to have a good relationship with the kids, with the children. Young, old, doesn't matter, grown up children. So this is the thing, Floyd.
So kids cannot do it.
Anybody can do it. But this is when I said, your question was about that remedy for astrology, right? That astrologers use. When I used to practice, I've done this many times and it has worked very well.
Okay.
Yeah. So like when you find that the children are parting ways with the parents or something, it's not nice and not good, it's unhealthy, then one can be advised, the parents can be advised to go to Sri Shaila Mallikarjuna Swami and embrace him there, do the Dula Darshanam. If when you go there, when you find out, you will get all the requisite guidance. You will go there directly.
Yeah.
So we'll do the chant now. Om Mallikarjunaya Namaha. 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 Will one of you all please do it? Anybody who wishes to do so.
Can I do it again?
Yeah, please. Yeah, go ahead, Shamika.
Om Mallikarjunaya Namaha. Om Mallikarjunaya Namaha. Om Mallikarjunaya Namaha. Om Mallikarjunaya Namaha. ॐ मल्लिकार्जुनाय नमः। 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 ओम नमो नारायण.
Om Namo Narayan, Shrimika. Thank you. That was good. Now the last Jyotirlingam, the 12th Jyotirlingam that we'll chant now is Om Vishwanathaya Namaha. Today, because Gagan is in a place where he can't chant, there is in Bombay, there is this dahi handi and stuff like this going on. He's in a pretty crowded place. So I hope somebody will substitute for him.
I will chant.
Yeah. So let me do this and then you chant for 2 minutes. Rashri. Om Vishwanathaya Namaha. 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 Rashri, please go ahead.
Yeah. ॐ विश्वनाथाय नमः। 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 ॐ विश्वनाथाय नमः. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rashri. That was good. Now, before we wind up, close this session, we will once again go back to calling upon the name of Arunachala, more for the practice of chanting it time and again, and to imbibe the habit of calling upon the name of Arunachala. Because it says one of the easiest ways to attain moksha, to attain mukti from the cycle of life and death is to call upon Arunachala, Smaranat Arunachala. So in your last moments of life, if you think of him, that's a very easy way. Yesterday, we also saw how the same is applicable to the name Govinda also. Both Hari and Hara are the same Parameshwara Parabrahma. So Arunachala will do. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Aruna Achaleshwara, Aruna Achaleshwara, Aruna Achaleshwara, Shambho Shankara, Hara 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 Mahadeva. Om Namo Narayana, everybody. Thank you for joining during this auspicious Shravana Masam. We have, I think, another 6 days left. Today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 6 days left, and we will conclude next. Monday will be our last day. So I hope we'll all be together chanting his names, calling upon him. Today, I think I took much longer than expected. I'm sorry for it. I hope it's not inconvenienced anybody.
No, sir.
Oh,
No, sir.
But it was good that we did all the 12. I thought we'll do 5, 6 today, 5, 6 tomorrow, but good we completed the whole Jyotirlingams in one go today.
David
Thank
ji,
you for it.
this I wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
like these darshans nowadays, in these big temples, it is quite difficult, like
Yeah.
as in very crowded, and maybe compared to 7, 8 years back, it is completely different.
Even before
Like-
4 years, it's very, very crowded now compared to 4 years.
Yeah.
1919.
So I think 10 years back, I had gone to Mahakal.
Mhm.
So we were able to sit there and, all those sort of things. But now it is a bit difficult, everywhere it is crowded and all.
It's almost impossible, Floyd, now to sit there and they will not allow because it's too crowded. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you suggest? Like, because for me, like personally, I've sort of lost the mood of, going to these big temples, except Arunachala. But Arunachala, I don't think the temple is that crowded most of the times.
Yeah.
So how does one, sort of reconcile with this? Or should one still go and make do with whatever little bit darshan you get? And
Floyd, it's been many, many years ago when Babaji had told me about Shiva temples. Now there are 8 darshans you can have in a Shiv temple. Now, what are these 8 darshans? One is the Devata himself, the Shivalingam.
Right.
The second one is, if you see the Gopura Darshanam, Deva Darshanam, it's called. If you just see the Gopuram, what you call the Shikhar, Gopuram, whatever we call it, North India, we call Shikhar. So that is also what you call, that is as good as Deva Darshanam. For those who can't go inside, it is Deva Darshanam itself. If you hear the sound of the temple, the bell of the temple, even that is also considered to be what you call a part. You get the benefit of the darshanam. Then looking at the walls of the temple, if you are going through a road or something, and if you look at the walls of the temple and you do your namaskarams to the walls of the temple, to the avaranam, to the compound of the temple, even that is considered to be Deva Darshanam. Then, if you look at the Nandishwara himself, the Nandishwara himself is also considered as Deva Darshanam. There are total 8, Floyd. It's been many, many years, more than a couple of decades, so probably I'm unable to recall. But if I do recall, within the by the Monday, I will definitely share that. So these are this is one aspect about having the darshan. So let's say it's too busy, like if you go to some places, Vishwanath and all. Now even I have not gone there since 2019 Kumbh, I think, inside the temple for the darshanam. I go there, I go to Duntu Ganapati, I go to Mata Annapurneshwari, and come back. But I believe that even that Gopura Darshanam is this one, is considered as Deva Darshanam. I've done a lot of times, so it is okay with me. But for those who have not done, it is okay to bear with that. I don't know what is the right term, claustrophobic. Some people are have that fear of spaces or shit, stuff. I'm sorry, stuff like that. So that thing, and what do you call it? Some people dislike being not surrounded by people pushing, nudging you. It is okay. Now, once you should have all the darshams of all the Jyotirlingams, the Shakti pits, wherever you go to, once it is okay. Second time, you can always have the other options. But once you should do. And Floyd, as far as getting crowded, we consider a mall or a movie or a place of entertainment or hotels are overtly booked these days. Now, we consider it a very good sign for the economy at large, for the country at large. The things are good for the people. No? They're able to spend, they go there, they crowded. So why shouldn't temples be crowded? I hope one day there'll be far more crowds. Maybe the administration is more having that efficiency to manage the crowd with having that empathy in them for the devotees who come there. That is important. And now, previously, I was always under the thing, why don't they allow us to photograph? What's wrong with it? How does it make a difference to a deity? Maybe I don't know whether I was right or wrong before, but now it seems to be fine because with so much of crowd, if people start taking pictures and all, just imagine that extra few seconds that it takes and the crowd management will become difficult. So it is okay. I have come to terms accept that things these days. But you should, I mean, even if you don't feel like, if you already been inside, bahar se kar lo. If you have not been inside the temple, no matter how uncomfortable it is, please take that one time not to go.
Yeah, and somehow I think one has to find a timing also. Like sometime morning.
Like for example, now Shravan month, everywhere is a crowd, everywhere is a thing. But at the same time, we say, if you're able to do the darshan of 3 Jyotirlingas, you're Dhanya. If you're able to do the darshan of 5 Jyotirlingas, you're almost a Punyatma. Why? Because imagine, the Shravana Masam is not a today's concept. It's been there for thousands of years. And then walking from one Jyotirlinga to other, how many people could afford a horse or a bullock cart? So many of them had to walk. So even doing that 1, 2, 3 is like an immense task, requiring a lot of will, strength, resources, time on your part, not to take off from your livelihood and go for all this. Today we are blessed by God. We have bloody flights, cars, everything. तो ऐसे ही हो जाता है. I met someone, I think, I don't know where, I met this gentleman and we were just talking in the restaurant. Yeah, it was in a restaurant in Kolhapur. We met and I just told them it's good to do this in 3 Jyotirlingas, 5. These people did 7 Jyotirlingas in 7 days.
Okay.
So if you want to do it, you can do it.
Yeah. And this, what do you say? This Bhima Shankar, is it a Jyotirling or?
Yeah.
Some people say it
Very
is
close
not.
from here. You just.
Lonavala.
No.
Pune, sir.
It is close, but it is. I never went from Pune. I would always gone from Nasik. So, but it's Floyd. If you're driving, it's a beautiful what you call all in the jungle and all. In the daytime, you should go early and come back by evening. Unfortunately, there were not many places to stay in. I don't know how it's now, but before 4 or 5 years, there weren't many places to stay there. But it is a Jyotirling, and you have to get down the stairs. I think almost 80-100 stairs, steps down, which is difficult for me now. So, but if you can do it, you should do it, Floyd. Bhima Shankar.
I was asking because some people say it is. Some people say it is not a Jyotirling.
Some people, but it is in the Puran. I will, when I come back to Goa sometime, I have the Shiva Mahapurana. I'll give you the references. They're in multiple Puran.
Okay. And last question is about Om. Like some people say the Om is Pranava. It's sort of removes the Shakti of the mantra. So ideally, you should not, some mantras you should avoid Om or something like that, I had heard. But is it true for our regular chanting or is it only for some sadhanas and things like that?
Okay. Floyd, not all mantras start with Om, but people
Yeah.
have a habit of Om, na? Starting. I think it was yesterday or day before, you were asking about Namah Shivaya or Shivaya Namah, right?
Yeah.
Namah
Yeah.
Shivaya, Shivaya Namaha is a name. Shiva is a name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Namaha means Namo, Nama is the name of Shiva. Okay. But adding a Om is adding that strength of all that you are made up of, the 5 elements, consciously adding that. So it's very, very good. But many people also say, if you're not taken Diksha, then you should not use Om. Just say Namah Shivaya or Shivaya Namaha. So it doesn't matter. If you think you should not say, don't say it. If it thinks it adds momentum to your chant, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, it adds a lot of impetus to your, that strength to your chanting. So please do it. There are some people who are very particular about these things. Good for them, but we take it as a Namat right? Namasmarana. Like when we do Arunachala Shiva, we don't do Om because that name itself is so like imbibed with all the elements, all the energies, all the strengths. And when you do that Arunachala Shiva, you get all that, this one except for the Makara.
Yeah. What is Makara?
Like when you say Arunachala Shiva, there is no Ma, Om.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you do it with Aruna Achaleshwara, the immovable God, who's in the form of that red hill, that's Stula Swarupam, we are done, we are sorted by God's grace.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think what I'll do is this YouTube, videos. Maybe after we finish or towards the end, I'll name them differently, because I think each
and also, Floyd,
session has a topic,
I send this links to some of my friends, whoever has asked for them. They said they can't download the thing. Some people.
YouTube, you can never download.
You can't download a YouTube video?
YouTube is never downloaded. उसी पे देखते हैं.
अच्छा, I don't know. Okay.
YouTube is that is the streaming, The purpose is that you just watch it on YouTube. For downloading, maybe there
you
are
just have to share it and let. No, but we can't make any small. We can't cut them into smaller videos, right?
If someone is tech savvy, they'll find a software to download it, like an app or something, a separate software. But that person has to know, how to do it and how to edit. So that some people know how to do it. But I think more important is if we name them,
Yeah.
If we name the videos for like today, Jyotirlinga, names of Jyotirlinga. So then it will give an idea, what, because then it will be quite a resource.
Okay.
It will be a lot of videos. And just that I have to start each video and, name them afterwards.
Name them. Okay.
And
if anybody here is Baba tech savvy, please let me know, because I just want some small clips for my, what is this called? Deva. For Instagram, just to put, because everybody says I'm not active there.
What so you could do, David Ji, next time is, because see, editing always, if the people are very young, people in their 20s, they do it very easily.
They can do it better, yeah.
For anyone else, it is a lot of things. So if your, assistant or someone has a phone, these kind of things you can record on that phone, only that short clip.
On a second phone, Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. It never striked. It never occurred.
What is important, that you can record on that. So I think that will be much easier to put on Instagram.
We'll do it, Baba. Yeah. Baba, thank you, Alex. Thank you, Uma, Swaroop. I hope he is there. Hanumant, Rajshri, Ratnam, Shamika. Thank you, Floyd.
Thank you, David.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Alex. Namo Narayana.
Namo Namah.